Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hey, Wayne, I'll take that star shine. I will take that star shine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope everyone is doing well and had a good weekend. I had a full weekend. I'll talk about that when I do my joy news. So, welcome to SIP with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP is an acronym for Spirit in Practice. Good day, Ron. Good day in my yacht. Oh, it was good. It was so good to see you in service yesterday in my yacht. Thank you so much for joining us at Rockland CSL yesterday. Good day, Linda. It's good to see you. Yes, Ron, that is good news. Sending you healthy vibes. I know that all is well with you. And so, thank you all for joining me live today for SIP with Rev Melissa. Because what do we say? Perfection. What do we say about perfection? Perfection, practice. Perfection, practice, right? The perfection is in the practice. So we focus on the practice. We focus on the practice. And I love Mark Nepo saying that life is an endless practice. Life is an endless practice. So it's Monday, and you know what that means. Most Mondays, it means it's a new series. Happy President's Day for everyone who has the day off. My girls are out of school this week for their midwinter break, and tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's a big day in the Nobles household. They will be turning 15 tomorrow on 2/22/22. Yes, yes, yes. So excited. Yes, fireworks for that. We are very excited for that. So I was thinking about this week's series over the weekend, and what kept coming to me was around our visioning board gathering that we are having this weekend on Saturday. And I'm really excited. About 20 folks have registered already, and I'm just like excited about that. And if you haven't registered, I'll share more and joy news about that. And so, in thinking about Saturday and visioning boards, I wanted to make a distinction like preparation, right? So, if you're watching this now or the replay and you are going to be at the visioning board, count this as like pre-information, pre-work, pre-prep. Let's call it prep. Let's call it prep. And what I want to make the distinction about is visioning versus visualization. Visioning versus visualization, right? And so I have my vision board here that I did last month. You see it? Yeah, I have. There's me in the middle, and it's just all this wonderfulness, right? That's based on what? That's based on my quality, right? My quality that I am embodying for 2022, which is what? Wholeness, trust, curiosity, and courage, right? And so I wanted to infuse that feeling tone in my visioning board, right? And so this week's focus, this week's series is visioning. This week's series is visioning. So many of you may know about the life visioning process that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, that Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith developed, right? He has a very popular book called Life Visioning. And most people who do visioning are using this as their content and also as their foundation. And so am I. And so he talks a lot about the stages of consciousness. So I'm not going to go too deep into that because I realized that I did a SIP in 2020 about the 4 stages of consciousness. And it's on my podcast. So For those of you who have signed up for the visioning board gathering this weekend, one of the things that I want you to do is to go listen to the consciousness series that you can find on my podcast. It's probably easier to find it on the podcast than it is on my yeah, you can find it on Facebook. I was going to say on YouTube, but I wasn't on YouTube then. This was 2020. Things have changed, y'all. Things have changed. So you can find it on my Facebook page, I Am Red Melissa. Go back to like June of 2020, or you could easily find it on my podcast. So these are the things that I want to share about what we're doing that is not your typical vision board event, right? I've gone to many, 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 many vision board events. I've done vision boards for decades. And most of the time, it's like this. People gather together. They talk about what they want for that year. They find pictures and phrases and words that represent that, and they put it on a board and they hold it up, and they might share their vision board and why they chose what they chose. And it's lovely. It's a wonderful thing to do. However, it is at a level of consciousness that, let's say, is at the level of being a manifester, right? Using the law of attraction, using the law of manifestation, which is powerful, right? It is powerful. What I'm talking about is taking it to another level, right? Reaching higher by going deeper, right? Reaching higher by going deeper. And that's what visioning does. Visioning is moving from a level 2 stage of consciousness, or kingdom 2 consciousness, from manifester, right? That is happening by you, like you are doing it, you're making it happen, right? To level 3, which is channel, right? It's channel consciousness. It's the realization that we are a vessel that God works through and God works as, right? So it's not that I'm making it happen. It's the knowingness that the indwelling spirit works through me and does the work, right? So that's the distinction that I'm making between the two. And the level of consciousness of manifester, one of the tools that we use is visualization, right? Visualizing what it is that you want. And it's a very, very powerful thing to do, using our imagination. But there's some limits to it, right? And the limits to it is this. You can only imagine that which already exists, or that which you may have some knowledge about, or that which you have heard about, or that which you have experienced, or that which has already happened, right? So there's some limitation around that. You can only imagine what you can imagine, right? In your imagination, limited by your own imagination, right? In level 3 consciousness of being a channel, of being a vessel, we use the technology of visioning, and we use the technology of meditation. So I'm not going to get too much into meditation right now. And just as a sidebar, I was curious about TM, Transcendental Meditation. And so I went in, I took the TM course, and I am all in for TM. I'm practically one of those people now. You might go on YouTube and, type in transcendental meditation, and somebody will come up and they are just like all in it, right? Like it's a cult or something. That would be me now. That would be me now. I am all in with TM. And I'll talk about that in another sip down the road, why it has resonated with me so much. But when we're talking about visioning, we're talking about using the tools of a deeper level of consciousness, a deeper level of consciousness. That is the superconscious, or that is the universal mind, or that is divine mind, whatever you want to call it, right? So, and using that, we are tapping into our intuition, right? We're tapping into our intuition. So our subconscious mind, right, which we know is not only the seat of memory, the seat of habit, it's also the seat of the soul. It's the seat of the soul. It's where things get generated, right? And it is from the descent, right? It's from the descent of universal mind descending into, right, our subconscious mind, our subjective mind, that we create. That is where co-creation happens. So I'm giving you like a really, 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 really quick explanation about the co-creative process. I go deeper in the consciousness series. So go to the podcast and listen to the consciousness series. So these are the two takeaways. Visioning, right? We're talking about connecting to God's idea, right? Connecting to God's idea using visioning, visioning. Manifesting, remember when The Secret was all the craze, right? Everything was like about the law of attraction. It's a wonderful thing, but it had its limitations, right? Because it was mainly about manifesting manifesting for things, which is fine. No, it's all good, right? But we want to go deeper, right? We want to visualize from a place that is connected to who and whose we are, right? By being a channel for that to come through. So I just want to read one thing from the Life Visioning book. And if you have it, it's on page 779. And so Michael Bernard Beckwith is giving the distinction between visualization and visioning. He says, visualization utilizes the power of imagination. Visioning utilizes the power of intuition. Visualization is a doing process activated by the imagination. It is an action because you are doing something, whether it's seeing the desired results in your mind's eye or creating a dream board with pictures of what you desire. Visioning is a being process achieved through an inner direct perception of what is desired to be known from the subtler dimension of reality with a capital R. He says all imaginations represents possibilities. Visioning, on the other hand, enables us to receive a direct impression from consciousness through our intuition. So that's what we're going to be working from on Saturday in our visioning board gathering. Okay? So if you think you're coming just to cut out some pictures and put them on a board, I'm telling you right now, that's not the focus. That's not the focus. So what else do I want to say about this today? So visualization is a revelation through our conscious mind, right? What we have already experienced and know and can imagine. And visioning is a revelation through the superconscious mind, universal mind, God's idea, using the power of intuition, right? Using our consciousness to reveal our highest vision. So we're already on our way, which y'all don't know. You're already started to do the work, right? Or maybe you do know, because you have decided what your quality is. And so your quality is the feeling tone that we're going to use for our visioning board, right? So what is God's idea of my quality as me? That's one of the questions, right? The life visioning process includes 5 questions, right? And so we're going to spend this week unpacking those 5 questions just to kind of get you into familiar. How about that? Just to get you a little familiar, right? Prepping. Let's call it prepping for our visioning. And if you're not doing it on Saturday, it's okay. You can do it on your own. You could do it on your own. So I want to leave you with this, and please write this down. Write this down. You could use it as part of your inspirational journaling and see what comes through. What is God's idea for my quality as me? What is God's idea of my quality as me? Right? So I am a channel, I am a vessel of wholeness. What is God's idea about that? Right? I have some ideas about how I want to see that come into manifestation. But what's God's idea? What's God's idea? When my quality is joy, always will be. But I had that quality for many, 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 many years, right? Many years, right? And when I got in touch with God's idea of joy, everything shifted. Everything changed. I was doing things differently. I was being differently. I was showing up as joy. SIP is a manifestation of that. I didn't have that idea, right? God uses other people around us oftentimes to bring us the idea. And for me, as far as SIP is concerned, that idea came through a challenge from Sekou to do it. And SIP came from Reverend Jennifer calling something else that we were doing at Rockland CSL SIP. Who knew? God knew. God knows, right? God knows. So this is how we're moving this week. You have your homework. God, what is God's idea of my quality as me? As me. Okay. So if you haven't registered yet for the workshop, you need to do that. You need to do that because there's some pre-work that you need to do. There's some supplies that you need to get ready, and you want to be ready. You want to show up ready. You don't want to be scrambling the day before or the day of, right? So let's set ourselves up for success by being prepared, right? Yes, 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 Lindsay. Yes. Thank you, Diana, for recapturing the question. What is God's idea of my quality as me? All right, y'all. So let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I did. Saturday was like jam-packed with errands. I was just running errands, taking the girls to dance school and prepping for my sermon and just all kinds of things on Saturday. And then Sunday, what did we do on Sunday? Sunday, we had 2 things. Oh, I recorded Living Life in Joy on Saturday so that it aired on Sunday. So Living Life in Joy show. We're celebrating Black History Month, and we are participating in the New Thought Media Network's Black History Moments, Daily Inspiration, and Prayer for Racial Healing that is happening every single day. So go to New Thought Media Network and you could see every episode up until today about a Black history moment. And I am telling you, you will learn something. You will learn something. It's amazing information. So we shared yesterday on the Living Life in Joy show 2 dynamic women who are like part of our generation, right? One just recently passed away in 2019, and the other is still alive, well, and still doing her work. So Dr. Marion Croak and Dr. Patricia Bath. And these 2 women are the first 2 Black women to be inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Dynamic women. Dynamic. Dr. Patricia Bath. I'm not even going to tell you. Go check it out. Go check it out and learn something. Learn some things, okay? Learn some things. So this Sunday, Living Life in Joy, Sekou is the guest host, bringing it. You know he's going to surprise y'all, so I can't even tell y'all what's going to happen. Just be there, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Then after, we have Sunday in Praise at Rockland CSL. And I have a guest speaker for this Sunday also. Her name is Rev Deb Hammond. We went to seminary together. She's a dynamic speaker. And the topic is a seasoned life. A seasoned life. So we had service yesterday, y'all. And the topic was a radical forgiving life. A radical forgiving life. So if you didn't see it, please go to Rockland CSL Facebook page or YouTube page and check out the talk. It was good, y'all. I'm just saying, it really was. It was good. So check that out. Some save the dates. You know, this Saturday, the 26th, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time is our Visioning Board gathering on Zoom by Love Offering. You need to register. You could go to my new website, designed by Sekou Wrights, to register. And this is my first time using Zoom as the registration portal. And I really like it. I really like it. It's like clean and easy. So please do that. Don't hesitate. Take action. He's going to bring it up in a minute. Yes. There we have it. There we have it. And I just love that light coming over the horizon. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So he has some podcasts that I was on. So it's good. It's still, you know, a work in progress, of course. And it's live, right? So we'll keep adding to it and updating it and all those wonderful things. So revmelissa.com. That is the website, revmelissa.com. Save the date. Actually, change the date. So this is what had happened. Meditation with the Moon. I said it's going to be March 18th. I just realized March 18th, I'm going to be at South by Southwest, their big festival in Austin, Texas. So no Meditation with the Moon in March. I was looking at another date. And I was like, you know what? Don't stress yourself because I ain't about that stress life. So no Meditation with the Moon in March. Now, what you could do is you could look at the replay. Maybe I'll do that. I'll put the replay of February's meditation. Oh, better yet. Better yet. I know what we're going to do. I'm going to get the meditation with the moon from 2021, the worm moon. It's the worm. Yes? I'm looking at Sekou. Yes, thumbs up. So I'm going to pull down the worm moon because it's the same moon. Duh, right? And play that for March 18th. So that's what we're going to do. So it's still happening. It's just not happening live. Okay, it's going to be a replay. Save the date, March 8th, 7 p.m. I will be appearing at the Apollo Theater. Yes, the legendary Apollo Theater, representing joy at the Healing, Liberation, and Joy Mental Health and the Arts event. It's totally free, but you have to pre-register. So you can go to my website and find the information there, the link to register. It is sponsored by the Apollo Theater and CUNY School of Medicine. So please join me live if you are in the New York City area. Let me keep going. Save the date. We have a new class that we're doing, y'all, in March, which is right around the corner. It's going to start mid-March, and it is based on Edwin Gaines' book, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity. Can you see that? The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity by Edwin Gaines. And the subtitle is A Simple Guide to Unlimited Abundance. So, all you folks who have abundance, prosperity as your quality, you want to take this class. You want to take this class. And those of you who don't, you want to take this class. You want to take this class, right? So the class is called Practicing the Presence of Abundance. Practicing the Presence of Abundance. And I will let you know when you can register for that through my website. Last save the date, May 22nd. I will be the keynote speaker at a women's empowerment brunch called Control Alt Delete. And that is happening in Poconos Summit, Pennsylvania. So anyone in that area, please come and join me. It is May 22nd, 11:30 to 4:30 live. And you can find information about that at my website, revmelissa.com. There we have it. There we have it. Okay. All right. Whew. That felt good, y'all. And you know what? I just want to point this out. On my visioning board, it says, join these keynote speakers at the largest women's conference in the country. So one of the things that I have on my joy list is that I am participating. That's probably not the language, but basically I am keynote speakers. I am participating in conferences around the world. That's what I have on my joy list for 2022. And it's already unfolding between the Apollo, this women's brunch. I'm counting all my sermons, y'all. Like, it's coming together, right? So just want to share that. It works, is what I'm saying. It works because God works. God does the work through us. So let me check in with Sekou real quick. We got about 2 minutes.
Hey, so you ended talking about It Works. So let me just piggyback on that, because you and I have been talking about that book, the book It Works. I grew up with that book around the house, a little pamphlet. And later on in life, I was like, yeah, that's really cool. It's basically The Secret condensed. Like, it's the, law of attraction and manifesting, visioning, all of that combined, but it's really small. It's like 10 pages. Yep. So those of you who have helped me with my backpack drops know that book, that pamphlet, It Works, is on my Amazon wish list. And I've been giving that book to the unhoused, along with clothing and food and whatever else I might have available at the time. And so I'm hoping that it is inspiring the unhoused to reframe their thinking and go on to other amazing things and change their circumstances. Who knows? But I believe that it's making a difference. So I guess that's what I thought. That is not at all what I planned to say. That was like the last thing that you said. You said It Works. And I was like, oh yeah, that book. So anyway, those of you who are interested, go to my Amazon wish list. It Works is on that list. There are some other things that the unhoused have asked me for. So feel free to donate, send them to me, and I'll hand them out to the unhoused.
Yeah. And it works, y'all. That pamphlet works. That pamphlet works. And it's also available as a PDF. It's also available as a PDF. I mentioned my girls are out of school this week, and that's their assignment, to read It Works this week. And we're going to have a conversation about it. So it works. You work it, it works. So the last thing I want to say, another thing that works is this t-shirt, y'all. So when the pandemic happened, Sekou made these t-shirts, and I don't think he gave it to everybody. Come back up, Sekou. I'm one of the few. It's a limited edition. Let me just say that it's a limited edition. It's an essential worker, aka Warriors.
Yeah. So I had a busy pandemic. I did. And then when Rev Mel put the shirt on today, I was like, oh, I remember that. I had forgotten about it. But essentially, this is a whole other sermon. But I have been doing DoorDash for years, delivering food. And I've felt conflicted about it. But during the pandemic, delivering food became an essential worker job. And it helped me reframe my thinking about my ability to do that job and to be grateful for it. And so I created that shirt for me, Essential Worker, aka Warrior. And then as I moved around Nashville, people were like, yeah, I like that. I like that. And so Rev Mel, I always got to be different. She had to have her say Warrior S. So I made one just for her. But these shirts are still available. If you go to my website, which is sacredrights.com, it'll show you how to get them. So I've got the doing shirts, I've got the hero shirts, I've got the essential worker shirts. I got a bunch of things going on, so come check me out.
Yes, 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 yes. And I know we're over time, but I did see the replay of Sekou's show today, and I am down for the ebook challenge. I told him that it's been one of those things that I've been talking about for years that I haven't taken action on. So I am down, I am participating, I am doing the ebook challenge. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the replay of the Be Your Own Hero show today and find out. All right. All right, y'all. So we will continue with our visioning series tomorrow. I will see you. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.